when the post shipment loan is written off. Exporter while seeking the extension of time for realization of export bill. Exporter for seeking extension of time for extending the period of pre-shipment loan. Now, what can be the answer of this? When they extend the time period of pre-shipment loans, or written off, or extension of time for export bill, or pre-shipment loan. Think over it. How many of you have started the studies? Tell me. Sincerely tell me. How many of you have started the studies? Type in the comment section if you have started the studies. Give me the answers also in the comments only. If you have started the studies, tell me. Have you started the studies? Everyone? Type yes. Yeah. So the answer is over here. What is the answer? Think. Is it pre-shipment? Is it written off? Is it extension of time? Is it that pre-shipment loan, extension for pre-shipment loan? Think over it. This is a difficult one. That's why you'll have to think more. The answer is ETX form. See this. ETX full form is extension form. Extension. Actually, it should have been EXT, but they call it ETX. Extension. The extension is always received for realization of export bill. Whenever your export bill is not realized within the time. Now, what is the time period? It is generally, earlier it was 12 months. Now, because of that COVID, RBI started 15 months. Okay. So if your bill is not realized within 15 months, then you'll have to submit the ETX form to RBI through the AD, means through the bank. Okay. The credit directly extended by the overseas supplier to the of goods to the importer is called as. I told you I'll be discussing this supplier's credit when the subject topic comes. Okay. So now think over it. What did I tell you? I'll be discussing the supplier's credit when the topic comes. So now the topic has come. See this. What did we discuss earlier in buyer's credit? This was a buyer. Buyer was from India, right? Buyer was from India. He arranged for the credit from USA. Some bank he arranged. Bank. Okay. Bank. So bank gave him the loan. Okay. And then what did he do? By getting this loan, suppose loan was received from this bank in USA. So this loan is received by this buyer, and this buyer paid the supplier immediately. This buyer paid the supplier right now, immediately, today only. Okay, this was paid immediately. Okay. Now the difference between supplier's credit and buyer's credit is, here this bank is not giving the loan. So this is not there. Only this part is there. So here what will happen? This immediately will not be there. So this supplier will be supplying to this buyer with a credit period. Credit period means the supplier will be supplying for, let's say, 2 months, 3 months duration. Means I'll give you the goods now. You pay me after 2 months. So whenever any goods are sold on credit, on udhari, then that is called as what? Credit directly extended by the overseas supplier. So that is called as buyers, suppliers, trade and ECB. Answer is simple. ECB, suppliers credit, right? Again, remember buyers and suppliers are the part of trade credit only. Okay, remember this. Got it? Next one. No person in India can import or export unless she has obtained the following: import export code number from DGFT, authorization for DGFT from DGFT, authorization from RBI, import export code number from RBI. Now this is a simple JIB question. Okay, let me see how many of you can answer this. Got the answer? So it is import export code from DGFT. This IC code is required by each and every person who wants to import or export in India or from India. Okay, compulsory. The supplier's credit extended by the overseas supplier for a period of more than 3 years is termed as. Again confusion in this. Here options are the same again: buyer's credit, supplier's credit, trade credit and ECB, external commercial borrowings. What is it called as? Just now when I discussed a buyer's credit, I told you something. What was that? Think of it. Again, rewind this video. Go back. So, I told you that it is ECB, external commercial borrowing. Whenever any loan is beyond 3 years, it is called as ECB. See here, it's simple. Okay. Below 3 years, less than 3 years, and 3 years and above. What? 3 years over here. Okay. So it is ECB over here, ECB. And this is trade credit, trade. Now this trade credit is of two types: buyer's credit and supplier's credit. Okay, this is a basic classification between all these. So the answer over here is D, ECB, external commercial borrowing. Okay. The decrease in value, foreign value of the foreign exchange rate, which is done during the market due to the market forces, is called as what? So decrease in value of the this foreign exchange, which is done due to the market forces, is called as what? Think over it. What will be called as? Now look at the options: appreciation, depreciation, devaluation, and revaluation. Quite simple to answer. Think over it. Think over it. What is the answer? Got it? You'll get confused over here. Decrease in value. Decrease in value means it is either depreciation or devaluation. Either depreciation or devaluation. Now the confusion is between these two only. Is it depreciation or is it devaluation? Now look at this. Foreign exchange due to the market forces. Market forces. Okay. Now this is a trick. This will separate this depreciation from devaluation. So think about this. I'll explain this. I'll give you the explanation also. Not to worry. It is, see here, whenever market forces do anything, it is called as depreciation. Market forces. Okay, I'll mark this over here. Market forces. And devaluation is done when? Then I think so. There's a next question. Let's see. Is it there? Let me see if the question is there. No. So now I'll answer here only. Okay. So if it is done due to the government pressure, government interference, okay. If it is done by the government, in that case it is called as devaluation. Market forces, it is called as appreciation and depreciation. If the price increases, then it's appreciation. If it decreases, then it's depreciation. Okay, got it? Simple. Next one. Which of the following is not the correct value of the domestic currency? Not the correct value. Okay, which of the following is not the correct value? Correct in value, not value. Correct in value of the domestic currency. Devaluation is done by the government. Just now I told you. Revaluation is done by the market fluctuations. Appreciation is caused by the change in demand and supply. And none of the above. Not correct. Think over it again. Okay. What do you mean by not correct? Not correct. Okay. Devaluation is done by the government. Okay. So is this correct? What did I tell you just now? Appreciation, depreciation is done by the market forces. Devaluation and revaluation is done by the government. So this is correct. So this is true. But I want false. So this is not the right answer for me. Revaluation is done by the market fluctuations. This is the catch. Okay. So this is false. Right. Appreciation is caused due to the change in the demand and supply. So demand and supply, that is appreciation, depreciation. So that is true. So we want not correct. Not correct is this. B is the answer. Revaluation and devaluation are done by the government. They are not done by the market forces. Okay. Market forces do appreciation and depreciation. Okay. Again, everyone, subscribe to Officers Adda 24/7 YouTube channel. Also download this Adda 24/7 app on your mobile. Both the things you should do it now. Okay. Which of the following is correct? Devaluation in value of the domestic currency is caused due to the fluctuations in the demand and supply. Devaluation in the value of the domestic currency is done intentionally by the government. Appreciation is done intentionally by the government. Both A and B. Yeah. What do you think? I am watching you. What should be the answer? Think over it. In the comment section. Give it in the comment section, everyone. Yeah. What is the answer? Yes, everyone. Devaluation in the value of the domestic currency is caused because of fluctuations. Devaluation is done by the government. Revaluation is done by the government. So this is false, right? So this is false. Devaluation in the value of the domestic currency is done intentionally by the government. Done. True. So one, I got it true over here. Appreciation is done intentionally by the government. Appreciation is done by the market forces. So this is false. Both A and B, that is obviously false. Okay, so the answer is B, only B. Okay, which of the following is correct? Only B. Only B is correct. Got it, everyone? Okay, so first question. The credit arranged by the buyer, importer, from a bank or financial institution outside India to settle the payment of imports is called as, understand this question properly. The credit arranged by the buyer from a bank, okay, outside India. So buyer from a bank outside India means what? This buyer is from India. Understand this properly. These are important points. Okay, this buyer is from India. Buyer. Okay, and now this buyer is arranging for credit from some bank in foreign. Let's say USA. USA. Let's say Citibank. Okay, Citibank. So this buyer is arranging for credit. So loan is given by Citibank to this buyer in India. This buyer contacts the Citibank and gets the loan. So this is called as what? Outside, to pay the settlement of imports is called as what? Means this buyer has to pay for imports. For that he is getting a loan. The loan can be got through two ways. One through India or through outside. If he gets through India, then it's a simple loan. If he gets through foreign bank, then it's called as what? Buyer's credit, supplier's credit, trade credit, or ECB. Think over it, everyone. Answer it properly. After thinking properly, answer it. You'll get confused in two parts, I'll tell you. What are those? Okay, I'll give you the hint in this. Answer is between A and D. A and D. Now you think over it. Yeah, it is. Here the answer is called as buyer's credit. Remember this. Buyer's credit it is called as. ECB is also a part, means buyer's credit is a part of ECB, external commercial borrowing. But external commercial borrowing is above $20 million and it is above 3 years. Any loan taken from other banks outside India, okay, within 3 years and within 20 million by this buyer or any person is termed under buyer's credit. Okay, what is supplier's credit? I'll come to that later when the question comes. Okay, trade credit means what? This trade credit is a, here understand the concept again. Here trade credit consists of two parts. It consists of two parts. Okay, one is buyer's credit, BC, and second is supplier's credit. Okay, so the whole term is known as trade credit. So whenever the buyer arranges for this credit, it is known as buyer's credit specifically. Which of the following is not correct regarding Asian Currency Union settlements? ACU settlements. Now what are ACU? ACU are the 9 countries in Asia which have formed something called as ACU dollar. Now ACU dollar is not a separate dollar. It is the same dollar, but it is done as a netting effect. Means, for example, if India sells to, let's say Myanmar, okay, Myanmar, okay, Myanmar. If India sells to Myanmar, okay, and Myanmar also sells something to India. India sells to Myanmar and Myanmar sells to India, both. India sells, let's say, $100 and Myanmar sells, let's say, $40. So the difference is called as $60, which is positive for India. That is known as ACU dollar. That is reported to the USA. That is known as ACU dollar. So ACU dollar is not different. ACU dollar is a netting effect. Okay. So which of the following is not correct? Now we want not correct. Huh? There are 9 countries in ACU. The last country to join ACU is Myanmar with effect from 2010. Settlements takes place through ACU dollar or ACU euro. Separate dollar or euro account is required to be opened to distinguish the ACU. So which is this correct one? Again think. Yeah? It is. Which is the wrong one? Wrong one is this. The last country to join ACU is Myanmar. Myanmar with effect from 2010. Myanmar is not the last country. Okay. Myanmar has joined long back in 2003, 4 almost 2, 3, 4. At that time. Remaining all are correct. There are 9 countries in ACU. Okay. Settlement takes place through ACU dollar or ACU euro. Both of them are there. Separate dollar or euro account is to be maintained. So we need to have a separate ACU dollar account or ACU euro account with the banks which we deal in within these countries, these 9 countries. Okay. Now there are these 9 countries. I can tell you some names: India, Pakistan, Burma, then what? Myanmar, Nepal, Iran, 6, and there might be 3 more. Okay. So these all 9 countries form together the ACU unit. Okay. Export declaration form is not required to be submitted by the exporter if the value of the export consignment is. So EDF is not required to be submitted if the value of the export which is to be made is up to USD 1 lakh, up to USD 50,000, up to USD 25,000, and up to USD 10,000. Think over it now, everyone. Yeah, the answer is yes, everyone. 25,000, right? USD 25,000. So EDF is not required to be submitted if the value of the exports is up to USD 25,000. Okay. Everyone subscribe to Officers Adda 24/7 YouTube channel right now, because in this channel you will be getting the latest updates from IIBF. Number 1. Number 2, free YouTube series on all the subjects of your JIB and CIB plus other bank promotion exams. So click on that bell icon, subscribe to it immediately. Okay. Form ETX is used by. So ETX, where is it used? AD when they extend the time period of pre-shipment loans. AD when the post-shipment loan is written off. Exporter while seeking the extension of time for realization of export bill. Exporter for seeking extension of time for extending the period of pre-shipment loan. Now, what can be the answer of this? When they extend the time period of pre-shipment loans, or written off, or extension of time for export bill, or pre-shipment loan. Think over it. How many of you have started the studies? Tell me. Sincerely tell me. How many of you have started the studies? Type in the comment section if you have started the studies. Give me the answers also in the comments only. If you have started the studies, tell me. Have you started the studies? Everyone? Type yes. Yeah. So the answer is over here. What is the answer? Think. Is it pre-shipment? Is it return off? Is it extension of time? Is it that pre-shipment loan, extension for pre-shipment loan? Think over it. This is a difficult one. That's why you'll have to think more. The answer is ETX form. See this. ETX full form is extension form. Extension. Actually, it should have been EXT, but they call it ETX. Extension. The extension is always received for realization of export bill. Whenever your export bill is not realized within the time. Now, what is the time period? It is generally, earlier it was 12 months. Now, because of that COVID, RBI started 15 months. Okay. So, if your bill is not realized within 15 months, then you'll have to submit the ETX form to RBI through the AD, means through the bank. Okay. The credit directly extended by the overseas supplier to the of goods to the importer is called as. I told you I'll be discussing this supplies credit when the subject topic comes. Okay. So now think over it. What did I tell you? I'll be discussing the supplies credit when the topic comes. So now the topic has come. See this. What did we discuss earlier in buyer's credit? This was a buyer. Buyer was from India, right? Buyer. Buyer was from India. He arranged for the credit from USA. USA. Some bank he arranged. Bank. Okay. Bank. So bank gave him the loan. Okay. And then what did he do? By getting this loan, suppose loan was received from this bank in USA. So this loan is received by this buyer, and this buyer paid the supplier immediately. This buyer paid the supplier right now, immediately, today only. Okay, this was paid immediately. Okay. Now the difference between supplier's credit and buyer's credit is, here this bank is not giving the loan, so this is not there. Only this part is there. So here what will happen? This immediately will not be there. So this supplier will be supplying to this buyer with a credit period. Credit period means the supplier will be supplying for, let's say, 2 months, 3 months duration. Means I'll give you the goods now, you pay me after 2 months. So whenever any goods are sold on credit, on udhari, then that is called as what? Credit directly extended by the overseas supplier. So that is called as buyer, supplier, trade and ECB. Answer is simple. ECB, supplier's credit, right? Again, remember, buyers and suppliers are the part of trade credit only. Okay, remember this. Got it? Next one. No person in India can import or export unless she has obtained the following: import export code number from DGFT, authorization for DGFT from DGFT, authorization from RBI, import export code number from RBI. Now this is a simple JIB question. Okay, let me see how many of you can answer this. Got the answer? So it is import export code from DGFT. This IEC code is required by each and every person who wants to import or export in India or from India. Okay, compulsory. The supplier's credit extended by the overseas supplier for a period of more than 3 years is termed as. Again confusion in this. Here options are the same again. Buyer's credit, supplier's credit, trade credit and ECB, external commercial borrowings. What is it called as? Just now when I discussed a buyer's credit, I told you something. What was that? Think of it. Again, rewind this video. Go back. So, I told you that it is ECB, external commercial borrowing. Whenever any loan is beyond 3 years, it is called as ECB. See here, it's simple. Okay. Below 3 years, less than 3 years, and 3 years and above. What? 3 years over here. Okay. So it is ECB over here, ECB. And this is trade credit, trade. Now this trade credit is of two types, buyer's credit and supplier's credit. Okay, this is a basic classification between all these. So the answer over here is D, ECB, external commercial borrowing. Okay. The decrease in value, foreign value of the foreign exchange rate, which is done during the market due to the market forces, is called as what? So decrease in value of the this foreign exchange, which is done due to the market forces, is called as what? Think over it. What will be called as? Now look at the options: appreciation, depreciation, devaluation, and revaluation. Quite simple to answer. Think over it. Think over it. What is the answer? Got it? You will get confused over here. Decrease in value. Decrease in value means it is either depreciation or devaluation. Either depreciation or devaluation. Now the confusion is between these two only. Is it depreciation or is it devaluation? Now look at this. Foreign exchange due to the market forces. Market forces. Okay. Now this is a trick. This will separate this depreciation from devaluation. So think about this. I'll explain this. I'll give you the explanation also. Not to worry. It is, see here, whenever market forces do anything, it is called as depreciation. Market forces. Okay, I'll mark this over here. Market forces. And devaluation is done when? Then I think so. There's a next question. Let's see. Is it there? Let me see if the question is there. No. So now I'll answer here only. Okay. So if it is done due to the government pressure, government interference, okay, if it is done by the government, in that case it is called as devaluation. Market forces, it is called as appreciation and depreciation. If the price increases, then it's appreciation. If it decreases, then it's depreciation. Okay, got it? Simple. Next one. Which of the following is not the correct value of the domestic currency? Not the correct value. Okay, which of the following is not the correct value? Correct in value, not value. Correct in value of the domestic currency. Devaluation is done by the government. Just now I told you. Revaluation is done by the market fluctuations. Appreciation is caused by the change in demand and supply. And none of the above. Not correct. Think over it. Think over it again. Okay. What do you mean by not correct? Not correct. Okay. Devaluation is done by the government. Okay. So is this correct? What did I tell you just now? Appreciation, depreciation is done by the market forces. Devaluation and revaluation is done by the government. So this is correct. So this is true. But I want false. So this is not the right answer for me. Revaluation is done by the market fluctuations. This is the catch. Okay. So this is false. Right. Appreciation is caused due to the change in the demand and supply. So demand and supply, that is appreciation, depreciation. So that is true. So we want not correct. Not correct is this. B is the answer. Revaluation and devaluation are done by the government. They are not done by the market forces. Okay. Market forces do appreciation and depreciation. Okay. Again, everyone, subscribe to Officers Adda 24/7 YouTube channel. Also, download the this Adda 24/7 app on your mobile. Both the things you should do it now. Okay. Which of the following is correct? Devaluation in value of the domestic currency is caused due to the fluctuations in the demand and supply. Devaluation in the value of the domestic currency is done intentionally by the government. Appreciation is done intentionally by the government. Both A and B. Yeah. What do you think? I am watching you. What should be the answer? Think over it. In the comment section. Give it in the comment section, everyone. Yeah. What is the answer? Yes, everyone. Devaluation in the value of the domestic currency is caused because of fluctuations. Devaluation is done by the government. Revaluation is done by the government. So this is false, right? So this is false. Devaluation in the value of the domestic currency is done intentionally by the government. Done. True. So one, I got it true over here. Appreciation is done intentionally by the government. Appreciation is done by the market forces. So this is false. Both A and B, that is obviously false. Okay, so the answer is B, only B. Okay, which of the following is correct? Only B. Only B is correct. Got it, everyone? Your foreign correspondent bank is maintaining a Nostro Rupee account with your bank. It wants to fund his account by purchase of rupees 30 million against USD. Assuming the USD INR interbank rate as 75.2552650, what would be the rate quoted to the correspondent, ignoring the exchange margin? Calculate the amount of USD you would receive in your USD Nostro account if the deal is struck. Now look at this. This question has almost 3 to 4 various questions. 3 to 4. Okay, what are the various questions here? Firstly, understand the numerical, what it is. Your foreign correspondent is maintaining the Nostro Rupee account with your bank. So let's say this is Citibank. Okay, Citibank USA. So this Citibank USA is maintaining a Nostro account with your bank. Let's say you are SBI. SBI. Okay. So Citibank is maintaining a Nostro account with your bank. Now type in the comment section, what will this account be called as in the books of Citibank? Means Citibank will call this account as what? Nostro or Vostro. Type that. Citibank will call this account because Citibank is maintaining a rupee account with SBI. Here it will maintain the rupee account only with the SBI. So this rupee account maintained by Citibank with SBI will be called as what? In the books of Citibank. Everyone fast. It will be called as? Yes. In the books of Citibank I am asking. In the books of Citibank. So it will be called as Nostro. In books of Citibank it will be called as Nostro account. And the same account in the books of SBI will be called as what? The same account in the books of SBI means here Citibank is maintaining account with SBI. So it is your account with us. So that account will be called as what? This will be called as Vostro in case of SBI. Remember, Nostro and Vostro are not different accounts. They are same accounts. Okay, same account. Only from whose angle are we looking at it? That's important. So here Citibank this will call this account as Nostro and SBI will call this account as Vostro. That's why it said correspondent bank is maintaining Nostro rupee account with your bank. So you are calling this as Vostro. Now it wants to fund his account by purchase of rupees 30 million. Understand this properly. Purchase of rupees 30 million means what? Rupees is purchased. So what is going to Citibank here? Whenever you purchase a vegetable. So purchase of vegetable means vegetable goes to you. Now who is purchasing it? Citibank is purchasing. So rupee will go to Citibank. Citibank wants the rupees. So if Citibank wants the rupees, what will Citibank have? See here, it's in USA. So it will have what? Dollar. It will have dollar over here, dollar. So Citibank will give dollar and receive rupee. Logic is clear? Citibank will receive rupee and give dollar. Got it? Clear? Now how much rupees does Citibank want? Citibank wants 30 million. 30 million. Okay? Here Citibank is requiring 30 million over here. Got it? What is 30 million? Understand that also. Million. What is 1 million here? US system is very simple. I'll tell you. Thousands. They have simple rule. 1,000. Then what? Million. Then what? Billion. Then what? Trillion. And then last one is zillion. But forget this zillion. So 1,000 means 3 zeros. 3 0. I'll just write it zeros over here. How many zeros? Okay. So zeros 3. Million means 6 zeros. Billion means 9 zeros. And trillion means 12 zeros. And zillion means 15 zeros. Okay. So you generally require up to this only. What? Billion only. This. Okay. So when I said 30 million, it means what? 6 zeros. So 30 and 6 zeros. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So in Indian method, we will be calling it this, and this. Okay, it will be called as what? Lakh, 10 lakh, 3 crore. Yeah, 30 million. No? Yeah, correct. 3 crore. So rupees 3 crores. Now understand this. What are you doing? See here, 30 rupees, 30 million is going out. So dollar is coming in. So if dollars are coming in, what will we do? Will we buy or sell? Now look at this important part. Whenever dollars come in, everyone understand this, huh? Whenever dollars, have I written it here? No. I'll just draw a line over here because my video is up to this part, right? So whenever dollars come in, whenever they come in, okay, so we'll always use the buy rate, buy. Okay. What is the buy rate? Now look at this rate. 75.2550 2650. So always remember, whenever you write the rate, whenever you take this right side, that is always known as the sell rate, and this side is always known as the buy rate. Okay. So here we'll be using the buy rate. Why? Because dollars are coming in. Now what is the rate given? The rate given is this 75.2550. We'll take it now, right? 2550. So now what do I want? Look at this very properly now. Very important part. Huh? So $1 equals to rupees 75.2550. This is the rate. So $1 equals to rupees 75.2550. Now what do you want? What do you have actually? You have rupees or dollars now. You have this rupees 30 million. So rupees, I'll just write 30 million below the rupees. So 30 million over here. Okay, I'll just write M over here now. Million means 6 zeros. Understand this. Now what do I want then? What do I want? I want this rate. Dollar I want. What are the two questions? See this. The main two questions are calculate the rate. What rate would be quoted to this customer? Ignoring exchange margin. So there is no exchange margin over there. So that's why whatever rate has come, you will directly give him. What is the rate to be given to that customer? The rate to be given to that customer is this 75.2550. This is the rate which will be quoted to the customer because we don't have the margin. Whenever you deal with the margins also, then what you have to do, you have to either add or subtract the margin. If you do the sale transaction, you'll have to add the margin. If you do the buy transaction, you'll have to subtract the margin. But now, no margin is given. So no margin, I'll write it over here. No margin. No margin means what? Whatever rate is given, take that only. So this rate only I'll take now. Clear everyone? Type yes in the comment section if it is okay up till now. I'll take some water now. So is it okay now? Up to this part? Type in the comment section. Okay. Done? Chal. Now next. So what do I do now? 30 million. I want dollars. How do I do? Cross multiply this. So what will I do? 30 million divided by this rate 75.2550. 75.2550. This is the only rate. Na? Otherwise what happens? We'll go ahead. 75.2550. Correct. Okay. So 75.2550. 30 million upon 75.2550. So do it now. Everyone do it in the comment section. I want the answer. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 6 zeros, right? Upon 75.2550. Now give me the answer. Everyone. Give me the answer. Everyone in the comment section. I'll also try by that time. 30. 3, 1, 2, 3, 30 million divided by 75.2550. What is the answer you are getting? Let me see from your side. I've got the answer. What is the answer you are getting? Everyone. Fast in the comment section. Let me see. Yeah. In the comment section. Yes. 398,644. Correct. 398,644. Okay. 0.6. So this is what currency? Dollar or rupee? This is dollar. Okay. This will be dollars. So dollar 398,644. This much dollar will be getting. See, the question is over here. Calculate the amount of USD you will receive because dollars will be coming in. So you will receive these dollars. Okay. So you will be getting these many dollars. 398,644. And the rate quoted to this customer is this 75.2550. These are the two answers. Okay. In exam, they might ask you various questions on this. They'll ask you this question also. Whether this account is called as Nostro or Vostro. They'll ask you various questions on this. Means they'll be asking you 30 million means this exchange margin. If it is subtracted, means if there is an exchange margin, then what do we do for buy for sale? They can ask you various questions on this. Okay. So that's why, is this numerical clear to everyone? Is this numerical concept and the logic plus the calculations clear to everyone? Type yes in the comment section. Okay. I will move to the next one. Before going ahead, subscribe to Officers Adda 24/7 YouTube channel. In this channel, you will be getting the latest updates from IIBF on JIB and CIB. Number 1. Means IBF gives various notifications, various change in subject, change in timing, change in venue, change in this, that, many things. So all are immediately updated over here. Okay. Secondly, you get the free YouTube series. What is the free YouTube series? Right now you are watching the same free YouTube series, Sankalpa series. So similarly, you get it on all the subjects, all. So that's why subscribe to it right now. Click on the bell icon, share it with your friends, click on the like button. Okay, move on. Messrs BCD wants to remit JPY 100 million by TT value spot as payment of an import invoice. Given if USD INR rates are 75.2500, 2600 and USD JPY rate as 116.5060, margin of 0.15% is to be loaded on the exchange rate. Calculate the rate to be quoted and the rupee amount to be debited to the account of Messrs BCD. Now understand the problem correctly. What the problem is. There is some customer called as BCD. Okay, BCD. This customer wants to remit JPY. Remit means what? This is BCD. This BCD wants to send JPY outside. Send. So JPY is going outside. JPY is written is like this. Yen. Okay. So we'll be writing only Y now. Okay. Because all these things difficult. Okay. So JPY is written as like this. So BCD wants to send JPY. How many? So 100 million. 100 million. These many JPY this guy wants to send. Now if this BCD wants to send it, how will that person send it? That person will send it through your bank only. How will that person send it through your bank? The person will approach your bank and you will debit that customer's account. So look at this. If yen are to be sent out, does that customer have yen? No. That customer has rupees. That customer is having an account with you in rupees, right? Rupees account is there with you. P. With let's say SBI again. Let's say you are in SBI. Okay. So this customer is having the account in rupees with you. Okay. So what will you do? This customer wants to send this JPY over there. So you will SBI. You will send JPY over here. You will send it yen, right? But when you send yen to someone else on behalf of this customer, you will debit this BCD customer, right? You will be debiting this customer by rupees. By what amount? You will debit rupees to this customer. By what amount? That is the only question. So how will you do it? See here, firstly understand JPY is to be sent out. So remit means you are using the buy rate or sell rate. Tell me first. Buy or sell? Buy or sell rate? Everyone. It's a outside dollars or other currencies going out. Whenever other currency is going out, we will always be using sale rate. So here we are using sale rate, right? Here we are using sale rate. Got it? Sale rate we are using. So what is the sale rate now? Look at this. Import. Here it's an import invoice. So import means always dollars or other currencies going out. Okay. So what is the sale rate now? See here. Look at the sale rate. 75 point. Should I take 25 or 26? Everyone over here. Should I take 25 or 26? I'll be taking what? 26, correct? I'll be taking 26 here. Now what am I doing over here? Look at this. I want JPY. I want to send JPY. So I want the rate of JPY to rupees. So always what do I want? JPY to rupees. This is the rate I want. But do I have JPY to rupees rate? Look at this. USD to INR I am having. USD to JPY I am having. But I am not having JPY to rupees. So how will I do it? So the JPY to rupees will be using the chain rule now. Chain rule remembers everyone. Chain rule. You had it in your JIB also. You remember the chain rule? Chain rule means what? Here, JPY to rupee I want. So what will I do? I'll bring in a currency in between. JPY to dollar into dollar to rupee. See this, dollar can get cancelled. So again it becomes JPY to rupee, same, right? So here I am bringing in dollar in between. Now do I have these rates? Check this. Let's check this. What am I having? This dollar to rupee. Look at this. Dollar to rupee. This I'm having it. Why? USD to INR. See this. USD to INR. Dollar to rupee. I'm having this. So this is what rate? 75 point. Give me 75.26 sale rate, right? Because I'm selling it. Do I have JPY to dollar? Check this. I'm having dollar to JPY. But I want what? JPY to dollar. So what will I do now? It's reverse, right? So what will I do? First thing which will I do is, I'll first take what? Let me first draw this line here. Otherwise what happens? It goes behind me. So what will I do? I'll have dollar to J. I'm having what rate? Let me see. We are having dollar to JPY. So what is the dollar to JPY rate which I am having? Dollar to J, I'll write it. Dollar to JPY rate is what? Which I am having it. 116.50 or 60? Everyone. 50 or 60? 116.50 or 60? What is it I am having? What should I take? I'll take 116.60. Sale rate I want. Sale. Okay. So if dollar to JPY I am having, and what do I want? I want JPY to dollar. See, this is what I am requiring. So if I reverse this, what is the rate I'll be getting? So JPY to dollar will be, I'll reverse this also. So whenever nothing is below, it means it's 1. So I'll be using 1 upon 116.60. Right? So JPY to dollar is 1 upon 116.60. Now what do I want? I want JPY to INR. So both the rates I've got now. So now my JPY to INR rate will be, look at this. JPY to INR rate will be, what was that? JPY to dollar into dollar to rupees, right? Dollar to rupees, right? This is the rate, just now we saw it. So JPY to dollar rate is what? Equals to 1 upon, look at this, 116.60 into this dollar to rupee. Now dollar to rupee, just now we got it, 75.26, this one. Okay. So 75.26, do it. 75.26. So give the answer. Bring it in points, okay? 75.26 divided by 116.60. Divide it, everyone. Everyone, yeah? So I'm getting it as 0.645, right? 0.645. So 1 JPY. So what is this rate? JPY to INR, right? This is what I want. So what rate will you be quoting to that customer? Calculate the rate. Now, but see here, there is a margin also involved over here. And I'm doing an import sale transaction. So for sale, what do we do? Margin. Firstly, what is the margin rate? Margin equals to, what is the margin given? 0.15%? Yeah. 0.15% of this rate, of this 0.645. So what is the answer? Do this. 0.645 into 0.0015. 15% means 0.0015, right? So it is it's very less, isn't it? 0.00009 something, right? 96, very less. Okay. So what do I do with this margin? I'll add this or subtract this. I'm selling, right? Selling. So whenever I'm selling, I'll add this. So what is my rate now? So rate equals to 645 plus 0.00096. So give this rate, add this, it becomes what? 0.645, very smaller rate, okay, this much. This is my final rate. So what is the question asked? What rate? Calculate the rate to be quoted. So this is one question, rate to be quoted. And second is rupee amount to be debited. What is the rupee amount? So what is the rate over here? This is JPY to INR. So 1 JPY equals to what? 0.64596 INR. But what do I want? Do I want INR or JPY? I want what? 100 million JPY. So I want 100 million over here, 100 million JPY. So I'll write this below JPY. Now what is the question mark? Question mark is over here. What will I do? I'll cross multiply. So how many rupees will I be debiting to that customer? Rupees equals to 100 million into 0.64596. Multiply this. This will be around. Okay, let's do it here. It's very difficult. Means these calculations 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, right? Into this, whatever this same rate over here. What is the rate over now? Now, how many 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Remove 5 zeros from here. So it will be 6. What this 100 million into this? So it will be 64596 and then 3 zeros from here, right? 3 zeros. 1, 2, 3. Yes, 1, 2. So it will be 64 million. This much amount I will be debiting to this customer in rupees. So this is the amount debited to the customer. If they ask you in million, it will be rupees 64.59 million. This much amount I will be debiting it to the customer. Okay. Difficult one. Not that simple case study. Case study is very difficult. If USD to INR rate is given as 48.10 and pound to USD rate is given as 1. What is the rate of pound to INR? Now, what is it to be used? We are using what? Over here, we'll be using chain rule, right? Chain rule. What is the chain rule? When you don't know the rates of any currency vis-a-vis your local currency, okay? Means this pound to INR. If you don't know the rate, do you know the rates of pound to INR over here? No. But you are having the other rates, with some base currency rates you are having. So what do? We use the chain rule. What is the chain rule? We use it like this. You have pound to, what do you want? Say this, pound to INR. I'll write it P to I. Okay, let's keep it simple. P to I. So it will be what? Pound to USD into USD to INR. Chain rule, you have studied this in your JIB also. So pound to USD rate is what? 1. So keep it 1 only. USD to INR is what? 48.10. So your answer will be 1 into 48.10. Okay? So D is the answer. Isn't it? Simple one. Next one. Chalo. If USD INR rate is 48.10, USD JPY rate is 91.50, what is the rate of INR to JPY? This is not simple. Calculate the rate for 100 JPY. Remember, JPY is always, JPY means what? Japanese yen. I'll write it. JPY means Japanese yen. Okay, it is their currency. So Japanese yen is always calculated in terms of hundreds. We always calculated 100 JPY, 200 JPY, 300 JPY. Rates are quoted in that angle. Why? Because the currency is very small. Now it doesn't mean, remember, the currency is lower. It doesn't mean the country is lower. Japan is the most developed country, one of the top 5 developed countries in this world. Okay. So once you have this top 5 developed countries and their currency is lower than that of Indians, you'll say then it is less developed than India? No, nothing like that. Currency is not at all related to the development of any country. Okay. So now, Japanese yen. Okay. So what is the rate now? You want what? INR to JPY. See here, it is INR to JPY we wanted. INR to JPY. I'll write the J over here. Okay. So again use the same chain rule. INR to USD. USD into USD to JPY. So are you having both the rates? INR to USD. Are you having INR to USD? See here, USD to INR rate is given. INR to USD into USD to JPY. This is what you want. So how will you do this? See here, we always, when I am saying this INR to JPY, I want this rate, and JPY to INR. See here, it's actually reverse one. Whenever we find this rate, we find it this way. JPY to INR. This is what we find out. And then JPY to USD. into USD to INR. This is what we find out always. So now first find out this. If you want, you can reverse this. If they ask you in INR to JPY, you can reverse this later. Because this rate is difficult to find out. This rate is very simple. So JPY to USD, what is the rate? JPY to USD. And USD to INR, you know it. See here, this is 48.10. And this JPY to USD is, you don't know. This is 91.50. But that is what? This is USD to JPY. So that is 91.50. So if I want JPY to USD, this is upon 1. So if I want JPY to USD, it will be J upon U equals to 1 upon 91.50. Okay, that will be the rate. So now I've got the JPY to USD rate. Multiply this, put it over here. So my answer will be 1 upon 91.50 into 48.10. Okay, so what is the answer now? Do it on the calci, everyone. Try it on the calci. Yeah. Let me see in the comment section. Let me get the answer in the comment section. Everyone, give me the answer in the comment section. 48.1 divided by 91.5. Okay. So it is 0.5256. 0.5256. Now this is for what? This is JPY to INR. Okay, JPY to INR. But they want it for what? 100 JPY. So multiply this by 100. So it will be 52.56. Where's the answer? Check this. 52.40 or 80. They'll give you this 56 answer, or 50 they'll give you. 60, let's take it. This will be around this 60. So 52.60 roughly. 56 and 60. In the exam, they'll give you the exact answer over here. So it will be 52.60 or 56, whatever this rate is. Okay, got it? Always do it for hundreds. Got it? JPY is always calculated in terms of hundreds. When the exchange rate is fixed by monetary authority of India, of any country, it is called as, here, when it is fixed by the monetary authority, means what? RBI tomorrow says that dollar to INR rate, okay, is, let's say, 70 rupees, fixed, no changes in that. It will not fluctuate. It is fixed by this monetary authority. So in this case, what is it called as? Direct, indirect, floating or fixed? Direct, indirect, floating or fixed? It is called as fixed, isn't it? It is fixed by the monetary authority of that country. So it is fixed, but obvious. Here, these things are done in many of the countries. Like I'll tell you, there is huge interference in the currency by many of the countries directly. I'll tell you where. China. If you check China, their currency is what? What is the currency of China? Anyone can give me? What is the currency of China? It is yuan, right? Yuan. Main currency, there are renminbi also, but main is yuan, right? China interferes a lot in their currencies. It is administered rate, you can call it. Means administered means it is administered by the government, direct interference. Whereas in India, it's not fixed by any RBI or anyone. It is based on demand and supply. China interferes in this currency, and if it wants, it can reduce the rate. If it wants, it can increase the rate whenever it wants, whenever the government decides. So this is known as this interfered rate. So it is fixed by, they say that yes, we are also free floating currency, but nothing like that. Okay, it is fixed. Got it? Everyone subscribe to Officers Adda 24/7 YouTube channel. In this channel, you will be getting the latest updates from IIBF on JIIB and CIIB, various notifications, change in timing, change in subject, change in this. They give this now during the exam days. IIBF gives many notifications. So all of them you get it immediately on Officers Adda 24/7. You need not go to that IIBF website every now and then. Okay. So, and secondly, free YouTube series. Right now, what are you watching? You are watching the free YouTube series. So similarly, you'll be getting the free YouTube series on all the subjects of JIB and CIB, all of them. Okay, so subscribe to it right now. Click on this bell icon. Share it with your friends. Very important. Okay, bell icon is important so that you get the notifications. When the exchange rate is fixed by the market demand and supply position, it is called as market demand and supply position. Means whatever, if your demand is high, your rate goes high. If your supply is high, your rate goes low. Do you know this concept? Suppose if demand and supply means what? If the demand for dollar goes up, demand for dollar, let's say it will go up. If it goes up, then what happens? The rate for dollar becomes what? The rate for dollar will be high or low? Give me. Will it be, just type H or L? Will it be H or L? If the demand for dollar is high, will the rate for dollar will be high or low? It is high, correct? So if, see, your logic is very simple. If the demand for any commodity is high, the rate for that commodity will go up, right? This happens, when does this happen? This happens when you have huge fund flows coming in. Suppose if in India there are large amount of dollars coming in, large dollars, large amount. Everyone is investing dollars, okay? Large dollars are coming in. Then what will happen? In that case, the supply will increase. Supply, okay? Supply will go up. If supply goes up, then what happens? The rate goes down. So the dollar rate will go down, right? So when large dollars come in, supply goes up, supply of dollar goes up, and the rate goes down. And vice versa. If the dollars go out of the country, if all the investors are moving out of the country, so dollars are moving out, then in that case, dollars are moving out. Okay? If dollars are moving out means what happens? There is a less supply of dollars in this country. Then the rate will go up. So what is this called as actually? Whenever it's decided by this demand and supply position, it is called as what? Direct, floating, indirect or fixed rate. It is called as floating rate. Correct? It is called as floating rate. Remember. Fixed and floating, these are the two main rates. What is this direct and indirect? Direct and indirect rates are also there. What do we use in India? So if I say $1 equals to 80 rupees. So what is this now? Is this a direct rate or indirect rate? Type in the comment section. Is this a direct or indirect? Give me the rate. Direct or indirect? What is this called as? It is, what do you say guys? Direct or indirect? It is called as direct rate. Direct. Whenever your dollar, remember, it's the logic is simple. Your dollar is fixed and your rupee currency, local currency is fluctuating. It is called as direct rate. Indirect is reverse. Suppose if I give you £1 equals to $1.5. So here what is happening? Dollar is fluctuating. So this is called as indirect rate. When your dollar is fluctuating, it is called as indirect rate. Okay. So now remember, we in India should move out from this rate to this rate system, because we must develop ourselves so big that these, we must also have this indirect rate system. Dollar should fluctuate and rupee should be stable. Right now it's the reverse thing. But although, now again I'll tell you, don't confuse yourself with the currency, because if you look at it, pound is now having the indirect rate, okay? But pound is having what? Indirect means what? Is this economy bigger than that of India? No. Indian economy is bigger than that of the this Britain economy or London economy. Then also they are having this indirect, because these rates were fixed long back. That's why they are still prevailing. Now within few years this will go. This won't remain for long. So, because if the pound is not growing, if the country is not growing, will this indirect rate remain? No. US will say no, forget this. Make this pound also in the direct rate. And in coming years, if we grow with such a speed, there will be a time when our direct rate will be converted to indirect rate. We will be the governing power, because we are already planning for growing to third number of the economy, right? We are right now at fifth and we are moving towards the third. So when we move towards the third, these rates will change. Okay. So this is got the concept of direct, indirect, floating and fixed, right? The term bid rate stands for bid. Bid means what? Bid rate. Bid offer. Okay. Bid offer. It's like this. Bid offer. So you call it buy and sell. Buy and sell. So bid stands for direct, indirect, buying and selling. So it stands for, isn't it? Buying rate. The selling rate of a foreign currency offered by a bank is called as, just now we did it. Selling rate, sell rate is known as what? Yes. Give me in the comment section. Just now we saw it. Yeah, this one. Sell is what? Correct? Type fast. Offer. Isn't it? Everyone download Adda 24/7 app on your mobile. In this app, you'll be getting the premium study material plus live classes, ebooks, tests. Whatever we need for clearing this JIB and CIB, we'll be getting it over here. So that's why download this app immediately and start studying. Don't just download. Okay? Start studying. Country risk is an example of market risk, credit risk, operational risk, liquidity risk. So country risk is an example of what? Yeah. It is credit. Okay, remember credit risk is of two types. Credit. Mainly. There can be various types, but mainly two types. Okay. One is country and second is counterparty. Counterparty. Okay, what do you mean by this? Credit risk, country risk means what? Your party is good, means A is selling to B. Let's say A is selling the goods to B. Okay. So B is good, but a country in which B is living is bad. Afghanistan, North Korea. So B is good. But the second part is counterparty. Your B is bad. Country is good. USA, somebody staying in USA, somebody staying in Europe. Countries are good, but the party is bad. So that is counterparty. So country risk is an example of what? Credit risk. Isn't it? All of the following are the types of price risk except, so which is not the type of price risk. All of them. Let's see. Price risk means what? Commodity price risk. The price of any commodity. What is the commodity? Commodity is anything. Dollar is also a commodity. Okay, currency is also a commodity. So commodity price risk. Exchange rate risk. That is also price risk, because if the dollar rate changes or the exchange rate changes, definitely the price will change. So this is also the part. Stock price risk and counterparty risk. Now it's typical one. Counterparty is what? Just now we saw it. Credit. So is it a part of price risk? No, isn't it? So this is the answer. So these all are true, 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 and this one is false. And we want false only, which is not the type of price risk, right? Stock price risk, obviously, stock price risk is a part of price risk only, isn't it? In financial bond markets and in financial market, bond prices and yields are. So this bond price and yields are what? Directly or inversely related? Inversely, directly, inversely or directly, depending on the type of the bond. None of the above. So the bond prices and yields are always, they are always. Once remember the price of the this rate of interest, yield we call it. Yield means what? It's the expected rate of interest. Here, what is yield? You need to understand that also. Expected rate of interest, expected ROI. Okay, that is yield. There are two rates always in any bond. One is coupon and second is yield, right? So coupon is always fixed. Once it is given, it's fixed. You can't change it. But this yield goes on changing. Expected rate goes on changing. If the expected ROI goes up, then the price of your bond, existing bond, will go down. Always remember. If the expected ROI goes down, your price of the bond will go up. So it is what? Inversely related, isn't it? In financial bond market or market, bond prices and yields are inversely related. Always. You see this, what happened in this, what October, just type on Google, October 22 to December 22. Check the US bond rates. US bond rate. Check this. You'll get this. In US, the prices of the bond fell like anything. Why? Because the rate of interest or the bank, their Federal Reserve, increased the rate of interest. So that was the point. Okay. Now, how to join this Offices Adda 24/7 YouTube channel or the Instagram channel or the LinkedIn channel? Scan this QR code. For this LinkedIn channel, scan this QR code, do one. For the YouTube channel, scan this black QR code, this one. And for the Instagram channel, scan this QR code. You can join it immediately. Okay? Because on these channels, we are giving free YouTube series, we are giving ebooks, we are giving tests, some of the sample ebooks, simple, some during the exams, we take various tests as such, free tests. So you can join this right now, isn't it? Rate of cancelling the original contract means whenever we cancel the original contract rate, it is done at what rate? TT buying, TT selling, bill buying, bill selling. Sir, cancelling the original contract rate, it depends on what rate are we talking of. Suppose I am calling buy rate. Rate of cancelling the buy rate. Okay. So if I have purchased this dollar earlier, okay, if I have purchased it, I might have purchased it at what rate? I might have purchased it at either bill buying or TT buying, depending on what type of transaction it was. If it was a spot transaction, I might have done it at TT buying. If it was a bill transaction, I might have done at a bill buying rate. But cancelling is always done at the same rate. That is known as TT selling. Cancelling, here, cancelling means reversing that transaction. So that will be always done at TT selling. Rate of booking a new contract for next 1 month is TT buying, TT selling, bill buying, bill selling. Here, next 1 month I want. So just now I told you, spot transactions, spot will always be done at TT. Whereas future transaction will always be done at bill. Okay. So it will be done at a bill rate. But bill means what? Booking new contract for 1 month. Which contract? Suppose if I say export contract, export. So export means what? Buying. So I'll be using bill buying rate. So I'll be using bill buying over here. If it's import, then I'll be using bill selling rate. So next 1 month export, the question is given, then you'll be doing it at bill buying rate. Okay. Now before going, let me show you how to join the batches. Importantly, I'll tell you to join the batches because exams are near and the portion is very huge. Okay. So these have just started. You have not missed much. So join fast. Okay. Click on, go to Adda 24/7. On the Adda 24/7, in fact, I would suggest you to go through the app. In the app, you are getting 1% extra. Okay, using the coin systems. Go to JIB and CIB. Okay, then click on CIB June 24. Then you'll see the various batches over here. Scholars CIB June 24. Click on this Scholars batch, or you can click on the resolution batch, the latest one. Okay, it's a resolution batch. You can click on this. Okay, click on the resolution batch. Then look at the discounts. See this 77% off. Don't go for 77% off. Click on buy now. Put the code I'll give you. Put this code Y432. Okay. Say this. Let this come. In the app it's very fast. Okay. Put the code Y432. Click on apply. Say this 79% off. Plus if you are going through the app you will get 1% extra. So definitely join this resolution batch. What do you get in this resolution batch? You get the ebooks, test series, online live classes, expert faculties, interactive classes, recorded videos are also available. You can join the Mahapack as well. In the Mahapack you get multiple batches, okay, per subject. Multiple batches plus you get, say this, click on this JIB CIB Mahapack, CIB Mahapack 2.0. So right now double validity is going on. So double validity means you buy for 6 months, you get it for 12 months. Okay. Now look at the fees also. Again, the discount is same. Click on buy now. Put the code Y432. Never forget this code. Huh? Click on apply. Okay, 79% off. Plus on the app, you'll get 1% extra. So definitely, I would suggest join this immediately. Okay, because the exam is near and you are getting huge discounts right now.